Since its premiere in 1989, The Simpsons has been a cultural juggernaut, known for its razor-sharp satire, absurd humor, and, oddly enough, its uncanny ability to predict the future. From politics to technology to global pandemics, Springfield's favorite yellow family has seemingly looked into a crystal ball more times than we can count. In this video, we're breaking down 10 eerie moments when The Simpsons predicted the future, some decades in advance. Let's dive in.
In theory.
Episode Midnight RX, 2005. In this episode, Homer and a few Springfieldians smuggle prescription drugs from Canada to avoid high prices. While on this adventure, Ned Flanders meets his Canadian doppelganger, who casually offers him a reeferino, a slangy nod to marijuana. Back in 2005, this was played for laughs. At the time, marijuana was still illegal for recreational use in most of North America. But jump ahead to October 17, 2018, and Canada becomes only the second country in the world to fully legalize recreational cannabis nationwide. What's more fascinating? U.S. states like Colorado, California, and Massachusetts have followed suit. Was it a fluke? Maybe. But The Simpsons nailed the timeline and the growing public acceptance of marijuana, years before it became a real policy shift.
I took another sip.
Episode Marge in Chains, 1993. This one hits close to home. In 1993, the episode introduced the Osaka flu, a fictional virus originating from Japan that sweeps through Springfield. Citizens panic, hospitals overflow, and people hoard household supplies. Sound familiar? Fast forward nearly 3 decades, and the COVID-19 pandemic arrives, mirroring much of the chaos seen in the episode. Scenes of townsfolk demanding cures, coughing in public, and even the infamous killer bees parallel actual pandemic fears and media headlines. Though not 100% scientifically accurate, the episode captures the social behavior of panic, misinformation, and desperation with eerie precision.
Who the devil are you?
Don't panic. Just come up with a good story.
Episode Lisa's Wedding, 1995. In a flash forward to Lisa's adult life, we see her making a video call using a device that looks suspiciously like modern video chat. Characters in the episode casually communicate via live video, a futuristic concept in the mid-90s. In 2010, Apple unveiled FaceTime on the iPhone 4, making that very scenario a reality. It was no longer science fiction. Video calls became an everyday part of communication. The show envisioned a future where face-to-face digital conversations were normal, and they were spot on. Episode The Day the Violence Died, 1996. A brief but jarring scene in this episode shows cartoon characters storming the U.S. Capitol in a chaotic protest. Armed, angry, and aggressive, the characters flood the steps of the iconic building. Cut to January 6, 2021, when pro-Trump rioters breached the U.S. Capitol in a chillingly similar real-world event. While the Simpsons scene was framed as a cartoonish exaggeration, it ended up foreshadowing a very real and violent moment in U.S. political history. In retrospect, it's less funny and more frightening.
We need another Vietnam.
Boy Meets Curl, 2010. Homer and Marge form a curling team and end up representing the U.S. in the Winter Olympics. In a shocking twist, they beat Sweden, long considered curling royalty. In real life, 8 years later, during the 2018 Winter Olympics, the U.S. men's curling team beat Sweden for the gold medal, their first ever win in the sport. This wasn't just a general Olympic prediction, it was the exact teams and the exact outcome. A niche sport, a rare victory, nailed down to the final stone.
I'll do it myself.
Episode Lisa Goes Gaga 2012. In this episode, Lady Gaga performs over Springfield while suspended in midair, dazzling the crowd. It was a fun, over-the-top animated performance. Then came Super Bowl 51 in 2017, where Lady Gaga opened her real halftime show by descending from the roof of the stadium mid-air in nearly the same costume. Fans couldn't believe the matchup. Whether she was inspired or not, The Simpsons staged that exact moment 5 years earlier. Once again, pop culture and satire became reality.
I love you, lady. Yeah.
Episode Friends and Family 2016. In this episode, Mr. Burns hires the Simpsons to be part of a virtual reality family using futuristic VR headsets to interact in digital worlds. In 2023, Apple announced the Apple Vision Pro, a high-tech VR and AR headset that allows users to enter immersive digital spaces, almost identical in appearance and functionality to what was shown on the show. While VR wasn't unheard of in 2016, the design similarities and social use case replacing real-life interaction with virtual families feels ripped from the cartoon script. Episode When You Dish Upon a Star, 1998. In this episode, a background gag shows 20th Century Fox's logo with the words, "A division of Walt Disney Co." At the time, it was a wild joke. Fox and Disney were rival media giants. The idea of a merger seemed laughable. But in 2017, Disney acquired 21st Century Fox for $71 billion, absorbing assets like The Simpsons, X-Men, and Avatar. That one throwaway joke, it became reality nearly 20 years later.
Ankle? Vakasha? What are you talking about?
Episode Lisa on Ice, 1994. In this episode, Dolph tries to send a threatening message on a Newton PDA, an early Apple product, but the device hilariously changes "beat up Martin" to "eat up Martha." It was funny at the time, but eerily prophetic. Autocorrect blunders have become a universal experience. From accidental swear words to nonsensical texts, we've all been there. In fact, Apple engineers later said that "eat up Martha" became a meme in their office during early iPhone development. This joke literally shaped tech design.
I won!
Episode Bart to the Future, 2000. In this episode, Lisa becomes president and says her administration inherited a budget crisis from President Trump. At the time, the line was absurd. Trump was a flashy real estate mogul with no real political ambitions. Then came 2016. Against all odds, Donald Trump won the presidency, making one of the most bizarre Simpsons gags into a reality. It's become the example of the show's predictive power, raising questions, coincidence or prophetic. Either way, The Simpsons captured an unexpected shift in American politics.
I'm still cool.
Nah, you've changed, man.
So what does this all mean? Are the writers time travelers or just incredibly sharp observers of culture and technology? Whether it's politics, science, or pop culture, The Simpsons has an uncanny ability to reflect trends before they happen. Perhaps it's not prophecy, just brilliant satire and a deep understanding of human nature? What do you think? Did we miss any? Drop your favorite Simpsons prediction in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives.